Hey everyone, this is Jim from Jim Adventures On. Today's video will be about suicide awareness and prevention. This is a very important topic to me for a lot of different reasons. Before I begin, I am not a therapist. I am not a mental health professional. I don't claim to be a spiritual awakening specialist either. I'm just expressing my views and my own personal opinions. If you have a mental health crisis or you know someone that's in it, please call your emergency services wherever you're located, whether you're in the United States or outside. Particularly if you're a veteran, I would recommend highly the Veterans Crisis Line. Those numbers, at least for 911, is the number 911. The Veterans Crisis Line is available on below. Cut. That's not good. But that's not good either. Okay. Try again. Do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, this is Jem from Jem Adventures On. Today's topic will be suicide awareness and prevention, according to my own opinion. Before I begin, I would like to say I am not a mental health professional. I have no degree in mental health. I have no degree in spiritual awakening either. If you or someone else is in a crisis, please reach out to your emergency services. Whether you are within the United States, what I can tell you is a National Suicide Hotline, also 911, or the Veterans Crisis Line. If you are a U.S. veteran, military family member, or service member, you can reach out to the Veterans Crisis Line for immediate help. There is no shame in asking for help. Do your part to help yourself or someone else and get the help you need. Now, my opinions that I'm expressing are based on my own personal experience and my own issues dealing with previous suicides of people I've known myself. These views are mine, and this is a very serious subject, and there will be no comedy or any jokes made in this video. And if you've struggled with yourself to watch this video, I encourage you to not view this video, and if you would like to share this video, if you find my issues appealing to yourself and maybe they help you reach your own mental health professionals, or may help you obtain mental health counseling yourself, I encourage you to share it. And perhaps give me a like or subscribe for more content as well. But know that this is a very serious subject and there's nothing to joke about it. Now, I have had mental health issues myself. I won't go into my specific diagnosis or any other issue of mental health counseling that in my experience, but I will say that I've struggled with thoughts of suicide myself many times throughout my entire life. I've known people, unfortunately, that have committed suicide. I have also known people that struggle themselves with suicide. What I've found as I went into my own spiritual beliefs, that there is an answer for me. My spiritual beliefs encompass a New Age type style, but through much thought throughout my whole life. That may not work for everyone. That may not work for everyone to overcome those feelings of suicidality. But one thing I want to talk about right now is the people that I know of that committed suicide. I may not have known what they were going through in their own head, but I do know that there's a reason behind their suicide. It is not without reason. I also know that I disagree with others who have indicated to me their opinion that suicides go to hell. I don't believe particularly in hell, but I would also, if there is such a thing as hell, do not believe that suicides belong in that area. People struggle through so many things in their lives. They do not deserve eternal damnation for trying to reach peace when there was, in their own mind, not an answer. That does not mean that we advocate for suicide. It means that we find compassion and acceptance and people's issues that we could not help ourselves. We could not help ourselves. We could not help them. But I'm sure that they have a voice. In my spiritual awakening, I particularly believe in spirits. And perhaps there's a a voice of concern in some of these perhaps passed away people. However, the reason behind suicide is different for every single person. The method, the action, the lead up. It does not mean that any of us should feel ashamed of ourselves to say, I felt at one point in time, or I feel now, or I may feel in the future, that I become what I have tried to express as overwhelmed by a series of issues that perhaps we could not get a hold of someone in time. What I have put over my own head now, and in terms of my spiritual beliefs, is that I will not allow myself to go towards those feelings again. I think that perhaps there's a way to even help others understand that you don't have to commit suicide. I don't know if that extends to every issue of every problem in the world, but I can say that you can find an answer and a purpose to your life. My opinion of a purpose that is worthwhile is to help others. How do you help others? Perhaps we help each other with the issues that why not to help. We don't just help people not commit suicide. We help people so they don't reach that point in their lives. Perhaps that's an impossible task. But if we all work to make this world a better light area of compassion for each other, perhaps there will be no more suicide. Perhaps there will be always some suicides. Either way, I myself will not commit suicide on this life right now. I believe in reincarnation. Many people may not believe that, but I will not do that. Perhaps I can go into later on my own areas of my spiritual beliefs, which I hold so close to me, even though this is not, this is my own personal opinion about suicide awareness. I still would like to talk and bring my own self into it. And if you don't agree with that, then that's okay. I mean, I may not believe what you believe either. I may not be atheist. I may not be Christian or whatnot. But it doesn't mean that piece of spiritualism can't come in and provide something as well as the mental health, if not put them together or have one separate than the other. All voices can come together to help people, human beings, no matter what color skin you are, your sexual orientation, religious belief, gender. If you're transitioning into another gender, if you're transitioning, I'm not sure how to describe that. Everything that I can say about what a human being is other than a human being today. This is the year 2017 in the 21st century. All these people across the world, from the United States all the way to Australia, and they're back around the world. We all don't need to commit suicide. It is the wrong answer, in my opinion. But I don't find the people who did that is their wrong answer. At least the people that I've known personally in my life. A recent few that really, I mean, to really put this into words, how I moved into acceptance recently is that I worked to find silver linings in my own life. If I may say something about a recent suicide as far back as 2014, the silver lining is that she caused me to really reflect on myself. I wish she did not do that, and I wish I would have been there to stop whatever happened that night. And also that I took that on as guilt myself, even though there was no way of me doing anything at the time. We were not very close for such a long time, and even before that, we weren't very close. But she was also a veteran. This issue needs to be in front of all of us, and we should talk about it, not to bring everyone down around us down. No. If we can find a silver lining in this new age of YouTube and internet and having these events, to Facebook videos, all kinds of stuff, charity events, Out of Darkness campaign, for instance, then we can also say that there are all these issues are linked together. In my spiritual beliefs, I believe that there is one overall consciousness of life that encompasses just not myself, other human beings, animals, trees, plants, the stars, meteors, the earth, the galaxies. I went kind of up and down, but we're apertures, we're filters out of this. I am just one filter of this overall consciousness that links us all together. And my spiritual beliefs, and many others, it does not, but in anyone else's view, everything is linked together in some way. There is a cause and there is effect, and then an echo from that effect that reaches out much further out than we all are, even myself, willing to admit sometimes when we may say something or do an action, or something happens to us. That does not mean that we need to commit suicide. I swear that I will remain my best for Gem Adventures On and try to bring awareness to issues such as this that are very important to me. I think after this video, and as I begin to edit it, I'll feel, a little bit more. I've been working on what I'm talking about now for a very long time. I'm thinking about how would I describe why I'm not going to commit suicide. How, when people ask me that question so many times, are you going to commit suicide, and ask me why I would not, especially when I was going through issues that it seemed like I couldn't convey what, before that issue of suicide, what I was going through, because right now we're so encompassed in trying to get all ourselves, even right now, such as YouTube, on a soapbox. Do we understand what our actions are doing and how they echo? How are we affecting ourselves, others, and the world, and the universe at large? How are we stopping people on making sure that they don't have to commit suicide? Well, whether or not I am particularly a libertarian, and I'm bringing in other issues into this now, as well as all my spiritual beliefs, but that does not prevent me from understanding that we need to take care of each other more and help each other when we can. And we all may not have helped someone at one point or another, but in the end, like I said before, my own belief system of the overall consciousness, that we're all apertures and filters of the same love and universal love that we can bring out and push out forward, so that I hope that I push out as many positive vibes into this video that pushes out that if I'm reaching someone and you feel like you're at the end of your rope and that there's no other answer, look in the description for the numbers in the United States that you can call. And I do not have the numbers for every country in the world if you're watching it from another country, but you can find your emergency services if that's the last resort. Even there's more resorts. Reach out to a family member. And then your family member should understand as well. This is not a shameful topic, and this is not a topic that we should feel embarrassed about. This is not a topic that we should feel shame about. We're all capable of the same good and evil, at least in my opinion. And no one is better than anyone else. No one is more capable of doing something than someone else. No matter where they are in life, no matter how rich, poor, middle class, or what belief system they have, we're all capable of good and evil. It is us choosing and self-regulating ourselves to what path, and push each other towards the light constantly to make sure that the bad choices to hurt others, to hurt ourselves, to hurt the world at large no longer exist. So as I end this video, I would like to ask, if you have ever felt suicidal, if you have known someone who's suicidal, tell me your thoughts on a little bit of what I've talked about mental health, about spiritual beliefs, what belief system you have. Everything that we can think of, every label has attached to it suicide. And maybe if you can leave a comment, and then maybe we can help each other out. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Life is an adventure. Life is an adventure, and it's worth living as an adventure, in my opinion. Come with me and listen to my story. Tell me your story. Thank you for watching. Keep living. Good luck. See you guys later. Bye.